Well, hello and welcome. Look, I've got stuck in my dress. Welcome to Lengro Live. It's a Christmas show today, guys. So we're here to uplift you. We're not here to talk about sad things. We are here to do some readings, and I've got backstage Lengro's leading ladies, minus one person though, guys. Let me show you who's missing because she's got a little message for you today, and then we can welcome on the guys.
Hi everyone, sorry I can't be there today, but I'm still in the grotto. So I hope you'll have an amazing Christmas, and everyone here from Lengro wishes you all a very, very happy and healthy Christmas and New Year. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Hi all.
Oh, we have another quick message from...
Merry Christmas to you. Welcome to Yarnton Nursery's Grotto. Hope you enjoy what you're about to see. I'd like to introduce you to a couple of the elves.
Hi, I'm Jade the Elf. I'm Chloe.
We've got Alf in the background.
And these are just a couple of my little helpers. Hopefully, at the end of Christmas, when COVID's gone, we'll all be back together again, no problems. Have a very Merry Christmas and look for us in Lengro.
There you go. Hello to each and every one of you. But it wouldn't be a Lengro live show without my two comrades backstage. So should we go over to Australia first and have a look what's happening in Oz? Look at you.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I should have a Christmas background, really, and I haven't at the moment, have I? But I can give a different one on. But
yeah, you've got a tree and Santa. It's a pretty Christmas tree.
How is it in Oz, Em? Tell me how you're doing.
Pretty good. Yeah. We're doing pretty well over here. I'm still not really organised for Christmas, but I'll get there. Well, the weather's been a bit cold and dreary, actually. So, but yeah, but it'll heat up fairly soon, I'm sure.
Good. Well, you look absolutely beautiful, and I'm sure that you followers agree. It wouldn't be a party without the one and only Jack Tyler.
Hello.
Show us the hat.
Jack.
That looks absolutely fantastic. Everybody there is saying Merry Christmas, guys. Let me see if I can just do a little bit of a
Merry Christmas to you all.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Much better, isn't it? So what we are talking about today, guys, is lots of things, and I'm going to get down to lots of readings as well. Hey, Nicola still has to go food shopping. Get out there quick. It is crazy.
So do I.
Oh, don't worry, because I know from the first lockdown you've still got that can of Spam in your cupboard, or corned beef, haven't you?
Well, actually, I ended up giving it to the dog because we ran out of dog food from one day.
Now, there is a question. And look, Z is there all the way from Maryland, USA.
Hi, Z.
You joined us today, guys, for some live readings and lots of Christmas chat as well. So seeing as you gave a dog link, I think you should carry on with the dog link, ladies, while I go and find a few pictures and a little brand thing. Let's have a look. We were talking about dogs, weren't we? Go on, Jack, tell him.
Yep. So we were talking about dogs, and Rod Stewart recently put up a picture on his Instagram of his dogs in his bed. And he said, well, I've got no room for the wife because the dogs are there. And I can sympathise with that because my dogs sleep on my bed with me too, even though I don't want them to, but I haven't got the heart to chuck them off. So I have two dogs on my bed, and I'm always waking up, hanging off the end of the bed.
Oh my goodness. So we've got some pictures of our dogs, I know. What we want to ask everybody as well is about with their dogs. I mean, do they let their dogs sleep on their bed? What about you, Em? Tell me about yours, because I've got a little picture of your gorgeous dog here somewhere.
Yeah, well, I would let my dog sleep on my bed, but he won't. He absolutely refuses. He might jump up for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, yes.
Oh,
and then he'll turn around. If I move like my little toe slightly, he'll go and jump off again. So I'm totally in favour of it, but my dog just will not do it. Well, and the cat only sleeps with me in the winter, which is quite nice because.
Are you sure that's not because you snore, Em?
It could well be because I snore.
Oh,
Too noisy.
we have a picture here. I don't know whether many of you have seen Jack's dogs or not, but tell us about your dogs, Jack. There's
So
one.
that's Clyde, and she's a Pomeranian, and she sleeps beside me on the pillow or across the pillow. And that's Elvis, and he sleeps across the whole of the bottom of the bed. So I literally have no room at all.
And there is Rod Stewart. Let's have a little look. There was Rod Stewart with his dog on his bed. His looks more stylish than the one I was trying to take of Monty, but there he is. Oh, what a bed that is.
Yeah.
He told
That's
his
a big bedhead, isn't it?
Hold on a minute.
That's
Isn't he
very
married?
cozy.
Isn't he married to Penny Lancaster?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to kick her out of bed, would you? Come on.
Well, obviously he does.
Absolutely lovely. Now, talking of Leslie Anthony, we are very proud here at Lengro that she's actually become a writer for Lengro magazine. And if you want to know what's happening in the magazine at the moment, this week, we are talking about this, of course, the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, and I'll be talking to that to you about that later as well. I was just trying to find something to show you guys. And yeah, let's have a little look at what's in Lengro this week.
Hi everyone, and a very happy Christmas to you all. Welcome to this week's issue of Lengro magazine. It's our Christmas issue and it is jam-packed with some fantastic articles for you all. Claire tells us which gifts are best for which star signs, and guess what? It doesn't have to cost a penny. There's double trouble in the Lengro kitchen this week with Jem's gingerbread and Em's Australian pavlova. Yum. Laura from Law's Claws shows us some festive nails. Oh, and please read Kirsty's page because she has some great advice if you're going through a breakup or have just been through a breakup. And she tells us how we can look forward to 2021. On Laura Ann's page, she talks about the crown chakra this week and how we can send out the right messages to the universe for what we really want in life, especially good for next year. Leslie has some tips on how to cleanse and charge your crystals, and find out how the Australians celebrate Christmas. So head down under to Em's page. Find out about the Hygge way of life, what to wear on New Year's Eve and what not to feed your pets this Christmas on my page. And we have 2 mini micro stories for you this week, and they're special Christmas stories on our Twin Flames page. So I hope you'll really love that. Did you know that ginger oil is great for arthritis, colds and hangovers? So have a look at Sam's page to find out more about that. And the lovely Jem tells us how she's going to be celebrating this Christmas with her family. Oh, and Mitch has changed his page up. He's given it a makeover and he's got loads of great stuff on his page this week, including his thoughts of the week. And if you want to find out the best eyeshadow colour for your eyes, then head over to Tatiana's beauty page for more about that. Jan explains the origins of our Christmas traditions and how the Victorian era changed Christmas forever. Sherry reminds us that this situation we're in is only temporary. So to really enjoy Christmas, we need to change our mindset, I think. The leading ladies have some great reviews in the film club this week that will keep you really busy over Christmas. Amanda shares her interview that she did on Sky News on Saturday about about her online festive review show. So she tells us all about that and how you can download that. You can also subscribe to Lengro magazine, so now you can receive it by email straight into your inbox every Wednesday. So if you go to the bottom of the introduction page on the magazine, then you'll find out more about that. So please check out our magazine this week because it really is great, and I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas day, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.
Sorry, it's me. I'm stepping in for Sam today. Over to you, ladies.
Yes, so today, well, this week I watched Little Women. Have you seen Little Women?
Read the book, but not
yeah, that was my favourite childhood book. There's been quite a few different versions of Little Women, but this one has got an all-star cast with Meryl Streep, Emma Watson, Phyllida Law, who's Emma Thompson's mum. Who else is in it? Oh, and Laura Dern as well. So it's got a great cast, and it's a story about 4 sisters who grow up in the Civil War, and they go from childhood to womanhood. and it's about all the things that that happen to them. It's just a lovely, heartwarming, really lovely film to watch at Christmas. So yeah, that's my recommendation this week. I do have a Rotten Tomato as well, and that's called Then Came You, and that's about a widow who used to watch films with her husband, all different movies. They used to love watching films. And when he dies, she gets his ashes and puts it in a box, and then decides to go around the world to visit all these different destinations, that were in the films. And her first stop is a country estate in Scotland, where she meets a Lord Howard Ord, who is an innkeeper for this wonderful house. And then they kind of form this friendship, just a bit of a strange friendship, but they get closer and closer. But what he's forgotten to tell her is he's about to get married to a woman called Claire, who's played by Elizabeth Hurley. But she's a bit of a control freak businesswoman, so that all goes wrong. But it's my Rotten Tomato because I just didn't believe the relationship between the couple, and it was really cheesy. But that film is on Sky, I believe, if you do want to watch it. But don't recommend that one.
Meryl Streep is not, isn't she?
Meryl Streep's in the other one. She's in Little Women.
Okay, sorry.
Little Women.
Okay, let's get organized. So that's got it.
Over to you.
Okay, so for the last couple of months, I have been subscribing or liking Jennifer Garner's page, and to be completely honest, I've got a little bit of a girl crush on her. She's just so cool. Like, she's one of those people that you watch and you think, oh my gosh, I'd love to be friends with her. So a couple of weeks ago, she mentioned her new film called Peppermint, which is quite different from anything she's ever done before. It's kind of like a comic book superhero sort of film. So basically what happens is she starts off, she's the typical suburban housewife, struggling to get the kids to school lunches, fighting with the rich bossy mums, etc. But her husband becomes involved very, very loosely with these drug dealers. And the drug dealers get wind of this plan between him and his friend. And they actually track him down and kill him and Jennifer Garner's daughter after, one of those amazing nights at the fun fair, the build-up and everything. And she also gets hit. She gets hit in the head in the attack. So she's in hospital for a while. And when she comes out of hospital, she kind of goes and, really tries to get justice for the people that have killed her family. But she realizes pretty quickly that the police are actually protecting them. So she then goes off for 5 years and trains her body and her mind, does a lot of meditation, a lot of fighting, and she comes back as this kind of vigilante superhero, almost villain, who gets revenge on all those that have wronged her. And it's a great film. I actually watched it with my 13-year-old son, and he thoroughly enjoyed it as well. So not one for little kids, but certainly one to watch with your teenagers. So
that one again, Em?
That's called Peppermint.
Peppermint. We'll have to look out for that as well.
Yeah, and that's on Netflix.
Yeah. Let's have a little look here. Gail Brody is saying, why is it that so many Christmas movies have to include a dead parent? My kids lost their dad when young teens. My daughter and I now laugh about the way films insist on it. Indeed. So I'm just stepping in for Sam today, but I'm at the last minute. She's in the grotto. I had to decide about some films. So I thought I'd take a little look at Christmas films that I like, but also a Rotten Tomato. Now let's have a little look what I found. Let's have a little look. I've got so many pictures on here. You have to bear with me, guys. And we are coming up for readings. There's one of my classics. It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know who hasn't seen it.
Oh, yes, that's a beautiful film.
The Polar Express. There we go. And my Rotten Tomato. I don't know how many of you feel that you love this film, but I can't stand a grown man acting like a child in this. Elf gets my Rotten Tomatoes, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan, to be honest, either.
Oh, I must be the only person in the world that doesn't like It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh,
really? You don't like it?
No, I don't like it at all.
Jax, we really
Oh,
we
that's lovely, Jax.
My favourite film, Christmas film,
Yeah.
is The Holiday. You know, with Cameron Diaz.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kate Winslet. Oh,
Yeah.
that's my favourite
Well,
film. I
yeah,
love that.
Gail likes Elf. She likes Elf. But listen, let's link that on with the films as well, because you just mentioned Jennifer Garner, and one of the questions we're asking today, it's Christmas, and you can make Christmas wishes, guys. I'm going to be doing some reading soon, but we also want to find out some things about you. So we're asking, which celebrity would you be if you could be any celebrity for a day? We're not looking at world healers. We're having a bit of fun, Christmas fun, because I know, that you definitely wanted to be, let's find the picture of her here. There you go. Jennifer Garner for the day. Why do you want to be Jennifer Garner for the day then, Ems?
Oh, she just seems so nice. And when she does these cooking programs, she's always like phoning her mum for advice. And so
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually want to be her, but I'd like to be her friend for a day and like cook up some recipes and chat to her mum. And yeah.
Oh, I love that. So what?
And she dances around the kitchen while she's cooking and just
Yeah.
seems like a really lovely person to be around.
Oh, leading ladies, have you heard of Gail Brody's movie recommendation called A Christmas Town on YouTube?
No, never heard of that.
There you
We'll
go.
have to have a look.
The lovely, talented writer and gemstone expert Leslie Anthony loves The Holiday. She's with you as well on that. But come on, Jack, tell me, and you tell me, guys, who are you going to be? Who are you going to sort of float away and watch a film and pretend to be? Jack, who are you?
Oh, I would love to be Nicole Scherzinger, because I just would love to be a pussycat doll, basically.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
for the day, to be able to sing and dance like them, and they're just, she's just amazing. I'd love to be here for the day.
I didn't stray too far from that, and I decided that today I would try and encompass the person that I wanted to be for a day. So I decided that I would like to be for a day. There you go. Let's have a look. Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
The reason being, she looks damn good for her age. She really, really does.
She does.
You know, I've got no rhythm, guys. I'd like to be able to dance. I really, really would. So, Nikita, your son loves the Polar Express as well. Let's just take a little look at this picture that I've got to show you. First of all, I want to bring this up. So, guys, this is the planet Uranus, and we have discovered that there is water beneath the surface on Uranus. So what does lie out there in the universe is one of the questions. Got to say this to you. Let's have a look. There we go. There is the Christmas star, guys. So the Christmas star is actually a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. There we go. A Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, guys, hasn't happened in 800 years. So the star of Bethlehem was a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. And the reason, did you know this, girls? The reason that it's such a big event is when we look at the moon, you know, you look at the closer planets, they can affect us more, but the slower moving planets, Jupiter, it takes 12 years to go around. Saturn is 29 and a half years. So when these two get together, it really is enormous. We had, for one of the Jupiter-Saturn conjunctions, we had the Dark Ages, which then ended, and then came the Renaissance. So it's a new universe now. And we're here to spread some positivity. And we were talking about various people in the Lengro family backstage, weren't we, girls? And one of the people who I know spreads positivity also tested positive for COVID-19. And that is our very own Kirsty Constable from Lengro. Can we also wish all of you out there the best of health, because health really is priceless. And I do know that Samantha Norcup as well, your dad's got COVID for the second time. So we're having a lot of love and healing. But before we go on, I just want you to take home some advice, or have the advice at home. Should we quickly show them, girls, as well? We're looking very glitzy, aren't we, guys? Do you think we look glitzy?
Yeah.
Should we show them what's on the bottom part? Look, I'll show you mine.
Don't think I can lift my leg up that high.
Yeah,
I can flexi bottoms.
I'm not as flexible as you know. So yeah, if you're sitting at home in your pajamas, we just got dazzled up for you guys. Here's some advice from Kirsty Constable. And if you're watching, Kirsty, we love you, and rest. Guys, don't try to change a situation, but change how you respond to it. Try to be unaffected by people's reactions. Stress brings out the worst in people. So just focus on doing your best, guys, to the best of your ability. Take the pressure off. You're only human. Make memories and happiness, not perpetual expectations on where or what you should be. Thank your body for getting you this far every day. You're the most important person in your life, so love yourself and look after yourself. And lastly, Kirsty says, smiles make the world go round. So stay positive, keep smiling, and laugh every day. We laugh backstage, don't we, girls? I'm going to do some readings in a minute. Look,
We do.
exactly when we're waiting for Em. Hey, don't knock it till you've tried it. Let's do some reading, guys, as well. Let's have a little look. On Disney, says Nikita, the movie Soul. Oh, I saw that. We're definitely going to watch that. Looks really, really good. And I did see another movie that was coming out that I think was a new Jack and the Beanstalk as well. So,
I don't know if you've seen, Claire, have you seen the Vicar of Dibley in lockdown?
No.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. There's 3 short episodes. They're 10 minutes long each, and they are hilarious. Really worth watching.
Well, hold on. Isn't a lady who has sung on Lengro that you know been on the Vicar of Dibley? I saw this morning on Facebook.
I bet she has.
Amy Percival put up a photograph of herself acting in a scene
Oh,
on the Vicar of Dibley.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes.
Oh my
She was singing, wasn't
gosh.
she? She was in the choir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Amanda. I was completely off track.
The questions we're asking you today, guys, and then Em, have you got any games to play? I think we should play a game for some readings. What do you think? I would like to know this.
I do. I've got my Family Feud game here.
Shall
I get it out?
Get them out. And also, here's a message for Nikita from Leslie, who's my partner in the Hands, Crystal and Gemstone Pirates Treasure. Working with these, write them all down. They're really good. And I also want you all to know as well that we're very, very happy that we do indeed have our spheres back in stock. Let's have a little. There we are. They're back. They're £18. We sold out within 4 days when we first got them in. But these beauties are back in the Gemstone shop. Let's get rid of that. Now, hold on. I've got to get rid of this banner, guys. You have to bear.
Selenite's my favourite. I love selenite.
Well, I actually have
I do.
selenite tower as well, which is amazing. Here's some advice while Em gets her game together, and then we're going to bang on with lots of readings. But come on, guys, this Christmas, take the advice. Really do. Before we go on, I want to know people to comment with their favourite Christmas food as well. We want to talk food. We love talking appetites. Let's deal with the good that there is in life of the things that we can do. And we can eat, guys. And I think that for us at Christmas now, we need to play a game. So, Ems, how do people win a reading today?
Well, I think I'll ask the question. Then you and Jax write down your answer.
Okay.
And then the first viewer to get either yours or Jack's answer gets free reading. What do you think?
I think that's lovely. And I think Stephanie Brown, I would like you to be a little bit more ambitious. Chocolate? What kind of chocolate are you going to have at Christmas? For me, it's continental. Thornton's continental selection, indeed.
Oh, Thornton.
Brody, look at that. Homemade sausage rolls. Send them over to Richard, his favourite. And also, girls, could you say hello to this little gentleman here? Look, you're going to have to go with how you pronounce his name. Is it David? But just spelt.
Yeah, I'd say David. Do you say David?
So can we just say hello? Listen, Merry Christmas.
Hello.
Who is 8?
Hello.
From the magazine. I tell you
Merry Christmas.
Why don't you, David, do a little drawing to see us into 2020? And if Mum can send it to me on WhatsApp or the number at the top of Facebook, or email it to me at my email address, we'll put you in Lengro for the New Year issue with a nice drawing to uplift everybody. So Merry Christmas, or in my language, it is Kushti Mal Divas. Merry Christmas to you guys as well. So let's get the games going and let's give everyone lots of readings, Ems.
Okay, ladies. Have you got your pens and papers ready?
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
David as well. Merry Christmas, David. Go on, girls. Give me a message.
Merry Christmas, David.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching.
And then our lovely Laura
It's got
Ann.
Santa come from
Look at that.
Toffee
They-
fee. Ooh.
Yeah, she's a chocoholic like me. Okay, so I have my pen ready. Let's do this, guys.
Okay.
Reading. You got to win one today. Let's do this.
This is one that is very, very appropriate to me. It happens to me all the time. What is something people hide on purpose and can't remember where they put it? So, what is something people hide on purpose and can't remember where they put it?
Okay, come on. Give us your answer. The first one
As
answers either mine or Jack's answer will win a reading with me. I'm going to get my tarot cards ready. Z got.
yeah,
I put that as
and
well.
you know what?
Oh, excellent.
In the family fortunes, that was the top answer with 49%.
Oh, I love
Well done, ladies.
family fortunes. Right, ladies, I'm going to take you off for one moment while I do a reading. Em, could you find another question and game, please? I've decided I'm going to give myself a little bit of a branding and banner and have some fun and keep you all nice and festive as well. There you go. Actually, I don't want to look at myself, do I? Let's have this one, guys, and let's do a reading for you, Z. For all of you out there who are struggling at the moment, there's a lot going on with the planets at the moment. And for you Capricorns, happy birthday, many happy solar returns. This is your month. And if you're an Aquarian out there, then what I can tell you is Capricorns and Aquarians are leading the way. So if you know one, then trust and listen to what they say. Z says she does that all the time, puts it in books and forget about it. I find my money in my bra, guys. I do hide money in my bra. My grandma taught me. Let's have a little look, Z, what's coming up for you. The Temperance card shows at the moment, although you think you're in control, your subconscious shows that you don't feel in control. What do you want at the moment, Z? This card signifies the fact that you want peace of mind and it's not coming for a while. I'm going to draw a second card for you now, Z, as well. And I think for you, sevens are very hard because it's about new plans taking shape. Can I say that with all of the new changes, and I know that your gorgeous other half, Craig, has moved from Washington to live with you in Maryland. And I think that when somebody moves, you've got to take it very slowly. And maybe this card suggests about sharing space in a different way. So letting him perhaps have his say in how he wants to be around the house, sharing the space. But Z and all of you out there, how different is it sharing space with our loved ones when we're forced to spend time with them? One of the things that I have with clients quite often, guys, is that people come to me with their problems and we often spend more time with the people that we work with than those we love. And we choose to live with. And that can bring stresses in the home. And one of the things about a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction is it's a completely new chapter. So we're all going to have to adapt, even if we don't want to. Okay, so let's bring on the girls and let's do another question. Let's take this out. We're going to get through lots of readings today with the leading ladies. Here we go.
Can I just say, Carmen Ingram would like to be Madonna for the day. And Vicky Child would like to be Nicole Kidman for the day.
So let's just have a little look here. So we're saying she would like to be, who wants to be Madonna?
Carmen Ingram.
Carmen Ingram. So there is a picture of Madonna. And actually, I'm going to ask Carmen Ingram a question now, Em, before we do yours. Is that okay? Because I've just found, hold on, I haven't got it. I did have a true or false question about Madonna, which seems to have fallen off the thing. So if I find it, Carmen Ingram, we will come back to you with that one. How do you think Madonna's looking for age then? She's a Leo, born leader.
Love Madonna. I think she's fabulous. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
And she's not had such longevity as well, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's been around for years and she just hasn't stopped going. She
just reinvents herself all the time.
She really. Right, let's have another question. I'm just going to look down here. I've just lost the nail. Go on, carry on, Emma.
Okay.
I found it.
All right. Now, one of my favorite films is the Christmas Story, the Simpsons Christmas Story.
Oh,
so, then my next question is to do with Simpsons. Name something you associate with Homer Simpson.
Come on, guys. I love doing it when you're at home because you can actually stick your nail on while you're on TV. So, ask the question. Go on.
So, name something you associate with Homer Simpson. So, Gail Brody said hair. No?
Our Laura Ann says door.
No?
I've got
Beer?
a there you go. Let's have a look. Indeed it was. Let's have a little look. It was. Jack, what did you have?
Marge.
So,
I love you.
bonus points if you can name the beer.
Oh, come on. We'll give a second reading. I'm going to do Carmen Ingram now, and we'll have a second reading. Just so you know, guys, as well, it wouldn't be alive without me telling you that the cards that I use are the Claire Lengro Romany Gypsy Tarot cards that I created and are available to buy at clairepetulengro.tv. We've got an answer. So Laura Ann and also Carmen Ingram again.
And Nikita?
Let's have a little, and Nikita as well. Okay, so I'm going to take Carmen Ingram first, if that's okay. And she's got my favorite, one of my favorite cards. It is Jojo playing the genie. It is a wish card. And it means, Carmen Ingram, that what you wish for, you can get, you can have. It's what we call Kushti Bok. It's contemplation as well. And it feels at the moment, Carmen, that you are standing on a ledge, frightened. You know when you stand on the edge of a cliff and you look down, you're not going to fall, but you have that feeling. That's what this card is feeling for me, for you. And I think, Carmen, take some time out, lots of walks and reflection. Sometimes you need to walk, you need to breathe fresh air to process thoughts. That's why people like running. And I feel Carmen needs to get the cobwebs out of her head and stop listening to other people as well. Okay. Now, did we do Nikita? We haven't, have we?
No.
We haven't. So I'm going to pick a card for Nikita as well. And don't forget, my lovely leading ladies are also here to give you advice. I can use astrology. They can use what do you use, Em? Experience of the world, don't
50
you?
years of experience, yeah.
Indeed. The Four of Pentacles.
Going wrong many times.
Hey, but that's how you learn how not to do it again. The card we've got for you, Nikita, is very much about finances having been stopped. Please, guys, if you are in any financial difficulty, don't cope alone. Mercury is not hindering our journey for any of us astrologically at the moment, but because a new chapter is starting, it means there will be a stop. And then there'll be a start again. There's a need to source some funds here. What I would say with this card, Nikita, is look elsewhere. If you're relying on somebody, they're likely to let you down with delays, which will make it not worthwhile. With hard work, you can find some funds that you'll need within the next 2 weeks as well. Let's have a little look. Yeah, lots of people got Duff as well. Laura Ann Renwick. Can I do our Laura Ann a card? What do you think? Let's do Laura Ann a card. While I shuffle the cards, tell everybody what's going on behind the scenes, ladies, tomorrow night, and tell them if you'll be reporting on it or keeping mum.
Depends how crazy it goes, doesn't it? No. Yeah, so the Lengro team are going to get together for a Christmas Eve drink tomorrow evening. And it'll be actually a Christmas morning drink for me. So it'll be about 10:30 in Australia. And seeing it's Christmas Day, I might make an exception, have a little bit of a weak bucks fizz so that I can have a drink with the ladies and a bit of a laugh and celebration of the last amazing 6 months. So
it has. It's been an amazing 6 months. It really has. So
it certainly has.
The Page of Pentacles for our Laura Ann. It shows new paths opening up. And I'm afraid I do have information because I do know that she's starting lots of new projects. But Laura Ann, what you don't know about this card is that for you, it's not just 1 or 2 projects. There are several areas opening up to you. And the card shows the need to learn even more. So not even the Lengro team stop learning, because I know that Laura Ann has got such an inquisitive and educational mind. So I can't wait to see. This would suggest either some new courses that you're creating, Laura Ann, or you opening up your mind to something you've always wanted to study, but haven't as well. And that's going to come to fruition properly by this time next year as well. So I can't wait for that. But I do want to know about this show because I do love Gino D'Acampio. I used to work with him on This Morning, and never saw him in a bad mood. He's he can, something can go wrong, but then he realizes and finds humor. Talking about movies and series and programs, did any of you see Gino D'Acampio when there was a show where he was woken up in the middle of the night and had to play a quiz show with somebody?
No, I didn't.
Honestly, his wife set it up for him to come home, and when he his wife set up that when he was at home in bed in the middle of the night, she gave a camera crew the keys, and they woke him up, and he had to answer questions, and people from his past had to come on. I can't remember what it was called, but I will find out.
I've got a little story about Gino. So do you remember when he first started out? He was in what show was he in? Was he in Ready Steady Cook? I think that's how he first started. And I remember watching him like years and years ago. And I thought he was, I mean, I love him now. I think he's my favourite chef. But at the time I thought, oh God, he was useless when he first started out. His recipes weren't that great. And I would just, my husband and I would just watch it, and I would just moan about his recipes. And then we bumped into him in a restaurant a few years later. And I was chatting to him, and I said, and he kissed my hand. And oh my God, he's so good looking in real life. He's got these lovely blue eyes. And I said, oh, I just love you. I love your programs. I love you. And my husband came and goes, no, you didn't. You were saying how rubbish he was the other day.
No. Oh, well, I worked with Gino a few times on This Morning when he was doing the and I was doing the astrology, and I'd always bring a friend up with me, and whatever friends I brought up, he would always go out of his way to make sure we went in his dressing room, that we got a photograph, and that everybody could then, you know, send it out to who they know. But one of the nicest chefs that I've ever met was Jamie Oliver. And when the book came out and I was 30, we were both doing the book circuits at the same time. So Pam Macmillan would organise a book tour for me, and I'd have to go and do these book tours on my own. So it was quite lonely, and I think I was pregnant with my first child at the time. But, you know, everybody else in the family was working, and I'd have to go and give a talk in a bookshop. And I'll never forget, I went into a W.H. Smith, and we were both in the staff room at W.H. Smith. And we didn't really know who each other were, really. And then when we met, we'd known each other's names. And he was with Jules, and they were just dating. And I'd never seen such a loved up couple. But Jamie Oliver and Jules, they're so normal. Do you know, they're just very, very normal. And I love his attitude. I loved him since The Naked Chef. So
he's
that
a very
program
cool guy.
that Gino, Gordon and Red Pro.
I love
funny. Oh yeah, so fun. I've got it recorded because they were on was it last week their show was on? So I've got that recorded. We're gonna watch that on Christmas Day.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely love that. So let's talk a little bit more about astrology, guys, as well, because I know that's what you're interested in. I wanted to ask, on the 20th of December, okay, that was, let's have a little look. When was the 20th?
Oh,
it
Monday?
was, no, 3 days ago. So Sunday. On Sunday, how many of you out there felt like or did have a meltdown? I'm asking because on Sunday, as Jupiter and Saturn prepared to go into conjunction together, it's really emotional as a time for us feeling vulnerable, for us feeling unsure about the future. And as you know, I do private readings, and all of the clients that I was having on Sunday were really at an extreme with how they felt. So I want you all to know that you're not alone out there if you've had a really bad week. Yeah, Rosie Muck says a small one. And I think, again, you know, even Leslie Anthony said this advice here, guys. It's very, very easy to stay in and to wallow about how you're feeling at the moment, isn't it, guys? And I think for me, and I'm going to ask Em and Jack now, and I want you guys to give me advice as well. See, look, Carmen Ingram said, she said, I did Sunday. Indeed, and I certainly did. Guys, it was the stars. They're trying to give you a wake-up call. My feeling is that if we change the dynamics around us when we're feeling bad, then you'll change how you feel and what you're thinking about. It's also about replacing negative thoughts with positive ones. So lots of you had meltdowns, and I'm going to come to Em and then Jack now to ask them how they would deal with that. But you know what, guys? Sometimes a meltdown is what's needed to put things together again in the right order. Let's have a little look. I want you all as well to comment one good thing that has come out of this year. Because life has been so different, there is always, and my grandmother taught me this, and no matter how hard you try, guys, I win, okay? Because there is always, I promise you this, there's always good to find, okay? It might not feel like the good is bigger than the bad at the moment, but I absolutely promise you. So let us draw that out of you now so that when our live ends, you guys can go off and have a brighter day. Because after all, not only is it Lengro Wednesday, we've got a Jupiter-Saturn in conjunction, we've got the sun in Capricorn, and it's nearly Christmas, guys. And like I always say, you're still here. So, Ems, tell me, my darling, what do you reckon? How do we cope?
Oh, I think it's looking for the small things in a day, really. Just little things that make your day a little bit brighter. Have a look out the window. Maybe you'll spot a little bird or something like that. Just trying to really, really appreciate the little things. And also Spotify. Do a bit of dancing. Put on your favorite tunes. Make yourself a playlist. And and appreciate those that are around you at this time. Try not to think of those that you'd like to be around you but can't make it, and just try and focus on those who aren't. And maybe you are on your own. Call somebody up and do a Zoom to chat. It's great with technology now. You can connect with an old friend.
Love that. And my Jackie Tyler, who sends me songs every week that I play in the bath. I do. Jack, what do you reckon?
Well, I read recently that your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not. So I always try and trick my brain. So I think if you're really, like if I'm miserable or I'm upset about something, I'll wake up in the morning and say, right, today's going to be a good day. And if you get up with that kind of attitude, and when you go out, smile, even if you don't feel like smiling. If you keep doing that, then eventually you actually feel better and you feel much happier. So trick your brain into thinking everything's fine and carry on like that, and you will eventually be happy. That's what I do.
Power of positivity.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love that. Now, we do need to talk about this, ladies, as well. So I don't know whether one of you wants to take the baton with this one and tell everybody what the amazing Amanda Waring has been up to. If you didn't catch her on Sky News, you can catch it on Catch Up on our pages as well. Do you want to tell them about it, or shall I, girls?
Well, she's got a new show. She's got a new show coming out that she's doing, and she's done it with Mitch, hasn't she? Mitch is involved in it.
Yeah.
And it's going out to all the care homes, and they can download it. But I don't really know. Do you know more about it? I know she was talking about it on Sky News.
There's singing and dancing and poetry and
it's very uplifting.
A whole range of creative mediums that she's combined together to play to people in care homes to brighten their day, basically. And it's got a lovely Christmas theme.
Absolutely love it. So basically, also Amanda's always gone round the care homes, and now she can't do it. And I've seen her on Sky News in previous years. And Virginia McKenna, who is a founder of Born Free, she's doing the narration for various things. As you know, Amanda's parents were enormously famous in the arts and in acting. And I think she's even got her niece that we saw dancing on Sky News. And of course, my favorite man, Mitch Jenkins, is also heavily involved in the project. So you will get to have a little look at what he's up to as well. So shall we do another quiz question for a reading, Ems?
Okay, let me find a good one.
Please don't forget as well to like, follow and share all of our pages, guys. And don't forget as well that you can get things in our shops such as scrolls, oils and all sorts. But more importantly, my message today is give yourself a gift, guys. The gift of self-care and self-love, and make little changes as well, please. Little changes lead to big ones. They really, really do. Let's do some more readings. Go for it.
Okay. Now, name an occupation that might require you to be sneaky. So the question is, name an occupation that might require you to be sneaky.
I can just see a lot of my clients that I had yesterday. I can just see them about to comment being a boyfriend.
Okay, so we've got some answers. Detective.
Oh, private detective. Who said
Yeah,
that?
I've got the same.
So that
Private
is
detective.
Mr. Johnson that got that one
I
first.
would love to be a private detective, wouldn't you?
Oh, so would I. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I think I'd be quite good at it, actually.
Yeah. Unless we had a drink, Em, and then we wouldn't be. We would be used.
I'd be just like, oh, I'll find them tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think us three would make very good private detectives as
Well, we've
well.
always said we're Charlie's Angels, haven't we?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Well, let's go into business, ladies.
Yeah.
Before I pick a card for Anita Johnson, I just want to bring up our Laura Ann's message about Amanda's show. It's a lovely show put together with Amanda, her family, and celebrity faces that bring cheer to the residents and staff of care homes in Wessex and Sussex. And I do believe we might get a little preview of that at our Zoom party tomorrow night as well, if I can arrange it, girls.
Great.
We are here for you guys, and let's have a little look at a card for Anita Johnson. Anita Johnson, at the moment, lots of problems are coming for you waiting for news of when things can move forward. And I think you're waiting on others. Can I give you some advice, please? Stop waiting for others. You'll be waiting a very long time. I'm afraid, Anita, that this card also means that somebody that you thought would be coming probably isn't coming on Friday. If you don't know about that, then just double check all arrangements, my darling. The need again with this card for self-love, self-care. You've got the love, but you're not accepting it. So being loved isn't a problem for Anita. You're just too darn busy. Make time for you, and maybe get some help with the preparation of the veg and put your feet up as well. This card, my darling, shows me that you've been tired, but it also shows growth, chaos, creativity, and births as well. Wonder who's going to be telling you they're pregnant next year. You have to let us know. Okay, so let's have a little look at some comments here. Who else would like to be a celebrity for the day? And what celebrity would you be? Oh, it's a hard one, isn't it? But what are you most looking forward as well for Christmas dinner? What about you, Em and Jax? What's your favorite thing that you're going to be putting on your plate?
Oh, roast.
Hopefully oysters.
Oh, yes, it's different. It's different down under, isn't it?
It is. Yes,
seafood.
I'll be doing a seafood thing. So hopefully I'll still be able to buy oysters. But obviously I should have ordered them, which I didn't. But obviously there's something that you have to buy at the last minute because otherwise they'll go off. So yeah, so I'm hoping when I go to the shops tomorrow they'll have some of them, and then I'll get some nice big prawns, and I'll see what price the lobsters are. I don't know. I heard from my husband's aunt the other day that they're actually really pricey this year, which is a real shame because I was looking forward to that. So we'll see.
Oh, wow. Are there any strange foods that you all insist on having around Christmas time that maybe is unusual from what we normally have? I would like to know some dishes that perhaps we could all add to our Christmas table this year, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anita Johnson loves seafood. Are you going to be sharing with us your father's incredible recipe in the new year for lobster thermidor?
I certainly will. Yes, definitely. I did have it written down, but you know, as I was saying when I asked that question earlier, I'm losing everything at the moment. It's driving me absolutely insane. So I need to contact my dad and get him to give me the recipe again, and it'll certainly be in the Lengro kitchen for New Year's Eve.
Oh, bless you, bless you. Lychees. What I want to know, Rosie, what are you doing with your lychees? Where do they go? What goes on them?
Oh, lychees are yum.
Laura Ann, you know that you're going to have to put that cheesy leek recipe.
Oh, lovely cheesy.
Yum.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, you're making me hungry, guys, as well.
Yeah.
Keep telling us. I want to talk food today because I'm going to go cooking this afternoon in my kitchen with some very, very good tunes. Jack, can you tell us about Gail Brodie then, what she thinks?
She said it's unusual, but homemade cheese straws with the highly secret ingredients of ketchup and paprika. That sounds good.
I can see how that would work.
Send it in, please.
Yes.
Send it in to Lengro, and we'll get a few of us to make it, and then maybe Gail, you can vote whose looks the best? Because I know Mitch and I are having a food off to discuss. Let's have a little look. Rosie says, take that one for me, Em.
Fresh fruit, just peel and eat. None to be found in the shops just yet.
Oh,
so I hope that's it in the shops by tomorrow, Rosie.
yeah. And look, we've got a recipe off of Gail as well. Let me know what star sign you are, and could you also please tell me, Em and Jack, what's the hardest thing that you're finding to cope with today? Just changing your perspective, and maybe in this last part of the show, if we can help you see things differently. I want to know what your star sign is for my pleasure, so I can help you out more. But the girls would like to know as well, what is it that you're most having trouble with? Oh, look at Leslie. Look, Leslie is amazing. Things. I knew hers would have.
That sounds delicious.
We need that recipe, definitely.
We do. Yes, Leslie, send it in. That sounds delicious. I love bread and butter pudding. I'm just, I miss that so much. You don't get it over here.
I know. And if you guys are on Facebook and watching our advent calendar, I have to say, you know, guys, they've all been brilliant. But today's Lengro advent calendar was my favorite. It was little Casey Quayle, who is actually born to perform, isn't she, Jack?
Yeah, she's brilliant. Really good. You've got to watch that.
Yeah. So listen, guys, put your star sign and put your problem. We've got Gail Brody here. You're an Aries. So Aries are ruled by Mars, the planet of change and unpredictability. And you're adapting to a different Christmas and hoping for a better new year. Gail, just like Victoria Beckham, who's an Aries, as long as you're in control of what's happening, then that's okay. But look at somebody who's a famous Aries like Victoria Beckham. She does worry sometimes too much what other people think about her. So can I suggest, Gail, that as an Aries, stop looking and wondering what people's reactions are. Kick back, be like the girls and I with your tracksuit bottoms on and and on top, and chill out. And I think we've all got to make this a Christmas that we want to. So yes, sometimes with an Aries, if you're an Aries out there, it's about letting down your pride or your worry about how things appear. This is a really funny one, girls. So Rosie MC, right, is a Gemini, and Geminis are like Richard. They're the gypsy of the zodiac, and they have this nervous energy, and they sort of can do lots of things. But they're a little bit like a Libran in the sense of the should I, shouldn't I, weighing it up. And I think part of Rosie's problem is thinking about a problem too much. Which is a common occurrence. But actually what Geminis do, and I've learned this a lot over the years as an astrologer, is they decide what they're going to do, and then they spend all their time thinking about what they could have done. And they're not concentrating and putting their energies on where it belongs. So listen, Rosie MC, if you have made decisions, stick to them, and then get rid of all the other ones as well. How do you two make plans and stick to them? How do you sort of plan a constructive week? What's your key?
Well, I'm a bit like Rosie. I'm an overthinker, you know.
So am I.
But I have to have plans. I have to have things to look forward to. And I think that's the worst thing for me about this whole pandemic. It's all the things I had to look forward to, all the places, you know, we were going to go, and that's all gone out the window. So for me, that's been really difficult, not having the things to look forward to. But then you have to make your own things, don't you? Like I love coming and doing these lives on a Wednesday, you know, and just the little things, you know, you just have to plan, and, you know, I think that's what you've got to do, really.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can I just say as well, guys, from giving the personal readings, it seems to me that I get in touch with what's going on with all of you guys. And, you know, this is from being in England to calling people all across the world. If you're suffering from financial problems at the moment, I did put a post up on Facebook this morning with lots and lots of helpline numbers that I took from the amazing Sam Earl. Thank you, Sam. But I do feel that if you're suffering from financial problems, guys, don't cope alone. Communicate. I know from helping and counseling the clients that I've got that if you ignore the people that you owe money or that you have debts to, things can only get worse. They want to hear from you. I've talked to the bank managers I know. I've talked to the business people I know. And as long as you make it a plan of what you can afford, all anybody wants to do is to go forward. So unwrap a present from us here at Lengro. Don't cope alone. It can seem so hard to ask for help, but I promise you, the second that you ask for help, your life will change. And that's what we're here to do, to sort of help you keep on going as well. Let's have a little look. Well, my goodness, did that hour fly by?
Wow,
It
yeah.
certainly did. It's crazy, isn't it? I just looked at the clock just then. So, wow.
I want to know whether you know, well, you might not be aware or not, but Em is in Oz. Tell everybody what time it is in Oz right now.
It is 11:56 p.m.
Nearly Christmas Eve.
Do you know what?
It's nearly Christmas Eve. Yes. Goodness.
They like this.
4 minutes till Christmas Eve.
I want to know, guys, where you are in the world, and I also want to know what you're doing with the rest of your day or your evening, so that we at Lengro can think about everybody else and know that we're all still here and still continuing. I will be back live later on. I'm also going to be popping in my private members club as well. So if you're not a member, then get signed up. It's where lots of the action and behind the scenes things are happening. Em, is it bed for you? Are you going to go and get yourself ready for the Lengro party tomorrow night?
I am. I am. I think I'll pop to bed after this. I might have a little nightcap, and then I'll tuck myself up in bed and get ready for the busy day that I've got tomorrow, trying to track down oysters and last minute Christmas shopping.
If anybody can pull a rabbit out of a hat, I'm sure that you will pull off a fantastic meal. Gail Brody is rapping. God, glad I'm not for you. Cooking, I'm dreadful at it. A bit of work, some me time. See, I like that, girls, don't you? Bit of rapping.
Me time.
Bit of work. Gail, what is me time to you? Do let us know. And you need to make sure that you read this week's issue of Lengro. Absolutely amazing on every page. And if you've been following Mitch Jenkins, then get over to his page, because he has decided to put a little bit more time into Lengro. And I couldn't stop reading his page, guys. And I'm so glad to have more of the Mitch. I think that, you see Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff. Well, Mitch is just the Mitch, isn't he? He really is. Let's have a little look. Gemma is mostly trying to stop the kids from climbing the wall. My gorgeous daughter sent me some Lush stuff. Oh, for a pretend spa later.
I'm having a pamper night later with my daughter. So I'm going to be doing some housework.
Lovely.
And then we're having a pamper night tonight with face masks and doing our nails and all that sort of thing.
That sounds absolutely perfect. Fantastic. Well, myself, I'm going to go and do a little bit of festive cooking ready for Christmas Day. A bit more red cabbage to put in the freezer. And we will be back, or I will be back later on this evening. But in the meantime, say goodbye, girls. Do you have a message for everybody?
Yeah, we know this Christmas is going to be tough. I'm in tier 4 in my area, so we can't see anybody. But just go with the flow. We know what it's like this year. Just try and enjoy it, because next year is going to be great.
It is. Here is a cover.
Have a safe and happy Christmas.
Absolutely. And let's have a little look. I'm just looking at something to get us out there. I really wanted to play you guys a song, but unfortunately, I don't think that we'll be able to play one today, because it will stop our streaming. I also want to say, guys, that the reason I haven't been live as much is the Claire Petulengro School of Divination. There you go. It's going to be opening its doors in January. These hands have typed 300,000 words to teach you guys everything you need to know, whether you've got my tarot cards or your own pack. So I am going to leave you, well, I say this afternoon in England and this evening in Oz as well, with a little advert for the Claire Petulengro tarot cards. So have a little look at this, and I will see you later on tonight. Sign off for me, beautiful.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a safe and happy Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year.
And Jack, what do you have to say?
Yeah, happy Christmas, everyone. Have a really great day. We'll see you next year.
We will indeed. And if you don't know about my tarot cards, here they are, guys. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Welcome to the Claire Petulengro Romany Gypsy Tarot Cards. There's far more to each one than you could believe. Let's unlock the secrets of your tarot so that you can become as skilled as the gypsies in the art of divination. full of Romany gypsy history, secret clues, and much more. This pack dares to go deeper than any tarot pack has gone before. The Claire Lengro Romany Gypsy Tarot Cards. Order your pack now at www.clairepetulengro.tv.